Okay, so I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about love. Some of you are in love. Some of you have been through, right, that rejection and that pain that comes from, you know, liking somebody and them not liking you back, or maybe being boyfriend and girlfriend and then them breaking up with you. And there's just something I wish I had known way back when I was in high school about this. I just really wish I had known it. So let me tell you a story here, an experience I had to help convey and maybe teach this. Um, so I remember my senior year, beginning of my senior year, this young lady moved into the ward, and I immediately was like head over heels for her. She had curly dark hair, and she was pretty, soft spoken. Anyway, like I was like, whoa, like in love. Um, and then one day, I think after she and I had talked a few times, once or twice, maybe gone on a date, maybe not. Um, I was up on the stand at church. I was going to give like a talk or a testimony or something. I can't quite remember, but I was up there, and I'm pretty sure it was a talk because I remember being up there, and as I'm about to give it, I'm waiting for her to come in, hoping that she's going to make it to church. She was new in the ward and hadn't been there a lot, and I was hoping she'd be there and that she would see me. And you know what? She walked in, and she did not walk in alone. She walked in with a young man, and I felt like ice, like in my heart, and like I could not concentrate on what I was trying to say as I was giving my talk because I was so like I liked her and I hoped she liked me. And here she walked in with a boy. What was going on? The world did not make sense. So she's sitting way back in the back. I'm up on the stand. I'm trying to, I'm trying to bring the spirits, right? I'm trying to give a good talk, and my like the blood is pulsing in my head. I can hear that rushing sound almost, and I could not concentrate. I was just waiting for the moment to get off the stand and go back and talk to her because I was in pain. I was in jealousy, like the jealousy was like on fire, and like my body was like freezing and icy at the same time because I felt all these emotions. And then I got off the stand, I went and talked to her, and it was like her brother. I mean, the dude was like her brother. Maybe it was a friend. It was somebody she didn't like. I'm pretty sure it might have been her brother. Maybe it was a friend. I can't remember, but I was like, what? And so I had gone through all this pain, all this anguish, all this jealousy, because the girl I liked was back there with somebody else. And then it turned out my story, my experience, excuse me, my belief that she was with somebody else was inaccurate. And all that pain and jealousy, I did it to myself. What? Is that possible? Like at the time, I could do that to myself. I could cause myself that much pain just with my thinking. So the point I want to make here um, is this little point here is we can. I'm going to make a big point, but the little point is we can cause ourselves a bunch of pain. I realized that then. I didn't know that. Just how we think about something. The bigger point I want to make is I wish I had known something else. Like, I wish I had known that in the future, regardless of whether this young lady liked me, didn't like me, or some of the other young ladies I had later had crushes on in high school, in college, uh, whether they liked me or didn't like me, it didn't matter. Because later I met like the girl of my dreams, the woman of my dreams. We got married. Now we've been married like almost 20 years. And she is wonderful. And all the ups and downs and roller coaster ride that I went on and suffering every time I liked somebody that liked me back, or we were dating and I got rejected, all that experience and pain, a lot of it I experienced because I had no hope that I'd have a good future marriage and family and kids. I didn't have that hope. So when like I was being rejected by a girl like this first one, it was like the sun went out. But if I'd known I was going to marry somebody great, I could have just said, this is painful. But in a little while, a few years, I'm going to meet the best girl out there for me, a wonderful girl out there for me. And we're going to get married and have kids. So the bigger point here I want to make is, as LDS youth, there is a huge chance that you as a young lady or you as a young man will marry somebody great. You'll live the gospel and you'll have a great relationship. Sure, you'll have your ups and downs, as a married couple, as a family, but that you'll just have a great life. You'll have a great life together. And I want you to have that hope that even if the girl or boy that you like in high school doesn't like you back, or several of them, or all of them, sometimes that happens, have hope, because in the future, it's so likely you're going to marry somebody great. So it's okay today. You'll make it through even if you get rejected. I have faith that you will. All right, you take care.